Very interesting. Savannah Guthrie, thank you so much. NBC nightly news anchor Brian Williams attended the dinner and captured a rather unique perspective of the party crashers. Here is his account in his own words.
We were in a car at the east gate of the White House. We were sitting in a long line of cars. There was a delay. There was a holdup. And I then realized that there was an SUV that had to make a complicated turn to get out of there. Their car had been rejected by the Secret Service. They weren't allowed to go in that entrance. So they got out of the SUV. The reason we noticed this couple was that they had at least one television camera following them. And the woman hopped out of the car, followed by a makeup woman who kind of fluffed up her hair, and then the makeup woman turned her attention to the man. I saw a makeup woman powdering his forehead, an unusual sight on the street corner on a weeknight in Washington, D.C. The cameraman backtracked with them as they made their way up the sidewalk. Having been turned down at the east gate, they were going to go into the pedestrian entrance to the party. We got out of our car and got in a giant line of state dinner guests. It was probably 200 of the 330 or so guests. There was a huge backup. People were in good spirits. There were a few polite complaints that it was taking so long. We had to wait for almost 15 minutes before we moved at all. And we finally got up to the security checkpoint. There was just one walk-through magnetometer, airport style. I later saw the couple during cocktails in the East Room. I passed right behind them. I said to my wife, there they are. They looked like perfectly normal guests at a state dinner. They dressed the part. He was in a tux like all of us. She was in an Indian-style, very vivid red dress. They looked like all the other guests. I lost track of them in the crowd, saw them once again later. Then when the story broke, I got a text message from my wife saying, that couple we saw last night on the sidewalk, they crashed the party.
Wow, unique perspective. NBC nightly news anchor Brian Williams on his observations of the couple who crashed the first state dinner hosted by the Obamas. It is